And Bush with a fly ball deep to right field. Way back there, that ball is gone! Michael Bush continues his late season assault. A leadoff homer for the Cubs in Game 1.
He had 34 home runs during the regular season, and he got the count in his favor. 2-1, saw another four-seam fastball, and was able to get on top of it. A bomb to right field to start this series.
Second baseman, and Turang smacks one to right. That's down for a base hit, and is off the wall. Chourio will score, and the Brewers immediately answer. Tie game.
Back-to-back doubles here by the Brewers. They don't swing a lot, they don't chase a lot, but when they do swing, they make contact, and they've answered straight away.
Jackson Chourio and Bryce Turang with back-to-back doubles. William Contreras tags one towards the gap. That is down for a base hit past the diving Eden Happ. Turang will score. 3 straight doubles for the Brewers to begin. And they have the lead.
This is a team coming in. Your game plan might be they don't swing a lot. They take a lot of pitches. They don't chase. They have come out just opposite of that. So aggressive for the Brewers, and 3 straight doubles.
Broken bat for Freeland on a ball to second. Horner boots it. Everybody's safe. Here comes Contreras, and he scores.
Well, someone here in the booth was talking about how good the Cubs defense is. Nico Hoerner is one of the best in the game, but he got caught into deciding, was he going to throw the ball to second or just take it to first? Took his eye off the baseball and missed it.
A Gold Glove winner, but a big error early. And Perkins wins the battle. Vaughn around third. He will score. 4-1 Milwaukee.
Nice hitting here from Perkins. Gets down on that changeup. A bullet to center field. Look at the reaction.
Blake Perkins wins an 11-pitch at bat and chases Matthew Boyd in the first. But Chourio laces this one into left field. And the hit parade continues. 2 more come home. 6-1 Milwaukee.
Breaking ball in the zone to Chourio. He stayed on it. Split the hole between Swanson and Shaw. Not hit hard enough for Happ to throw out the runner. 2-run score.
Off the hands, little flare. Horner unable to get there. 2 more will score. Caleb Durbin drives in a pair.
164 infield hits. Jam shots that end up dropping in.
2 from Savali, and Chourio grounds one to third. Diving stop by Shaw. His throw not in time. Another run comes home.
Now they're checking on Chourio to make sure that he has not hurt himself in that sprint down the first base line. You mentioned he had the hamstring strain, right?
Freddie Peralta, and he strikes out.
Always has that four-seamer that rides. And threw this right by Horner, who's a guy very rarely strikes out, makes a lot of contact.
0-2 to Suzuki. And that's strike 3, a looping curveball freezing Suzuki. And ending the inning. 5 strikeouts now for Freddie Peralta. Happ strikes out. Peralta with strikeout number 7. 1 gone here in the 5th. Bush strikes out. 8th strikeout for Freddie Peralta.
Well, if you're Michael Bush and you're batting on a 3-2 count and the score is 9-1, you're expecting the four-seam fastball from Peralta, and he threw the changeup instead.
He's deployed that a couple of times this afternoon to great effect. And he strikes out. Number 9 for Peralta. Freddie Peralta is dealing. And this ball is driven to center field. Perkins going back. He looks up. It is gone. A home run. Ian Happ to the deepest part of the park. And Chicago has their 2nd run, both by way of the home. There's a drive to left field from Horner. Way back there and gone. The 3rd solo homer for the Cubs this afternoon. This one belongs to Nico Hoerner. Ballesteros rolls over on one. It stays fair. And that'll do it. The best team in baseball during the regular season. The Brewers with a barrage in Game 1. One of the largest postseason wins in franchise history. Suzuki drives one to left. That ball is gone. Seiya Suzuki with a 3-run homer. Chicago strikes first for the second straight game. Fireworks early here in Milwaukee from Chicago. Season in the first inning. Another payoff. And it's a high fly ball to left field. Happ underneath it, in front of the wall. This ball's gone! Andrew Vaughn ties the game with one swing. He's done it again.
This ballpark has always been a good hitter's ballpark, and it had enough and produces 3 runs.
Your league career payoff pitch. Strike 3. Happ tied up.
The more outs he gets, the more confidence he will get. That was another breaking ball that didn't do too much, but got the check swing from Happ.
Runner takes off from first. It's grounded right back to Mizorowski. And he'll jog all the way to the bag. Mizorowski fired up.
Finger on your left hand.
Contreras with a drive to left field. And the Brewers have the lead. A no-doubt shot from William Contreras.
You were saying compromised because of some of the injuries. He still caught 128 games. He's still one of the best hitting catchers in all of baseball.
First career postseason home run for William Contreras. And he fans Pete Crow Armstrong.
Now, the hardest thing to do is try to get a guy who's throwing 100+ in the zone.
Swanson rung up. Mizorowski tying him in a knot.
It's one of those breaking balls that starts inside.
Churiel with a drive. Center field. Way back there. And gone! A 3-run shot from Jackson Churiel. And the Brewers lead 7-3. All 7 runs for Milwaukee via the long ball tonight.
All the runs scored with 2 outs. You just gave the numbers. Best in baseball. A long home run to center field, but effective.
Tucker strikes out. Suzuki with a fly ball to right. Shallow. Frelick. Run out of room perhaps. He makes the catch against the railing. No margin for error.
Well, maybe most right fielders, they would run out of play, but not Sal Frelick. Gamer as he crashes into that wall.
Chopper, first base side. Tough play for Vaughn. He'll flip to the covering Koenig. And they get the out. Bang, bang play. And Koenig arrived in the nick of time.
And he throws it perfectly to just time it just right for Koenig to get that right foot on the bag.
And Abner Uribe will try to shut things down for the Brewers tonight. Got him! Devastating slider from Uribe. And now Pete Crow Armstrong. PCA down on strikes. 2 gone in the 9th.
Good hard slider down and in.
And now the last hope for the Cubs is Dansby Swanson. Got him! Uribe strikes out the side in the 9th. And the Brewers have a stranglehold in this series. The Milwaukee Magic keeps rolling. Time trouble. Bases loaded as Frelick flies one to left. That might get a run home. Ian Happ drifting over. Makes the catch. Yelich tags from third. Throw home. Not in time. 1-0 Milwaukee. On a sac fly from Frelick.
Well, there's the productive at bat by the misplay by the Cubs, by Frelick. Batting that 5th hole, gets the ball just deep enough to the Gold Glover Happ that he doesn't have a play.
Michael Busch 0 for 2 in Game 2 off the bench. Has 2 homers this postseason. Busch with a drive, right field. Frelick goes back to the track, to the wall. Gone! Tie game! Michael Busch, a leadoff bomb once again. In a postseason where Chicago has not seen reliable offense, Michael Busch delivers. There have been fireworks early in every game of this series. Suzuki to right field, curling towards the corner. Frelick slides and comes up with the catch. Sal Frelick with a tremendous catch in right. That saves a run, takes an extra base hit away from Suzuki, and results in a huge first out. Pete Crow Armstrong delivers with a base hit to right. That'll score 2, and the Cubs have the lead in Game 3.
Contact-oriented indeed by Pete Crow Armstrong. Another cutter that sits right in the middle of the plate. A bullet to right field off the bat of Crow Armstrong.
And there goes Pete Crow Armstrong, and the ball gets away all the way to the backstop. That'll score a run. Ian Happ scampers home on the wild pitch.
Traffic for the Cubs, making things happen, attempting a steal. You saw Contreras coming out of his crouch early to try to throw that ball and wasn't able to handle it on his backhand.
Exactly what Craig Counsell was looking for. Chaos. Ooh, up the middle from Tucker. Ortiz with a beautiful stop behind second base. And he makes an accurate throw for a 1-2-3 inning. And after a chaotic first for both teams, both get 1-2-3 innings from their pitchers. Up the middle from Bowers, a base hit. Frelick around third, he will score. Throw to third, not in time. As Durbin slides in safely, going first to third on the RBI single from Bowers. And the Brewers have cut it down to 2.
Again, just stringing these hits together, working the at-bat. Did Bowers, finally gets a fastball up in the strike zone and delivers with the third straight base.
All three wound up singling. Lockridge lays down a bunt. It's a squeeze play. Toss home. They have Durbin in a rundown. Kelly to Shaw, who runs down the line, makes a shovel play to Bush, and he will finally get the tumbling Durbin.
He is bunting, and if it's a good enough bunt, then the runner on third should come home. But he bunted it too hard. But they end up with the same situation because in a great rundown, both runners advance to second and third anyway.
For the Cubs. At first pitch, it's Jake Bowers lifting this ball to left field. Happ goes back. That ball is gone! Jake Bowers with an opposite field shot. And the Brewers are within 1.
That ball was aided and blown out of here by the wind. Bowers got a good piece of it, but it stayed in the air a lot longer than it looked off the bat. And here come the Brewers.
Keller's 1-2, caught on and missed. The Brewers leave the bases loaded with the tying run 90 feet away. Yelich, a hard hit ball to second. Horner makes the play. And the Cubs survive. The Chicago Cubs stave off elimination and force a Game 4 tomorrow night.
And this beautiful play by Horner to his left. That ball was scalded, and he gets the final out.
Happ with a drive, right field, way back there, gone! More first inning fireworks. Ian Happ takes Freddie Peralta deep for the second time in the series, and the Cubs lead 3-0.
The most senior of the Cubbies comes through in a big moment. That four-seam fastball floated right in the middle of the plate. I said the ball had to be crushed to right field. That's crushed.
Other season numbers for Matthew Boyd, and as Lauren detailed, much better here at Wrigley Field. And Chourio strikes out.
Really felt like they were throwing Chourio too many strikes. Now they're starting to pitch him out of the strike zone.
Ortiz gone on 3 pitches to begin the third. Contreras went around, and the Brewers strand another base runner. Terang out in front, strikes out number 4 for Boyd. Cold strike 3 on the inner half. 5 strikeouts now for Matthew Boyd. Huge moment of the game. 2-2 pitch. Yelich is gone. 6 strikeouts for Matthew Boyd, and that will be all. And he tries to jump on the first pitch, pops it up instead. Swanson underneath it, and the inning is over. Matthew Boyd loving the quick out from Palencia. And Shaw pokes this into center for a base hit. They're waving around Kelly, and the Cubs extend their lead. An RBI single for Shaw to tack on some insurance in the 6th.
Nasty pitch here by Ashby and swatted into center field by Shaw. Good bad ball hitting right there to drive in an insurance run.
Tucker with a drive to center. Perkins going back. He looks up. It's gone. Is that the knockout blow that sends this series to a 5th game? Kyle Tucker with his first extra base hit of the postseason, and it's 5-0.
You haven't seen a lot of slug from Tucker since he came back from the injury. So that's a welcome sign for the Cubs.
Michael Busch here. And Busch with a high fly ball. Deep right field. That ball is gone. Number 4 for Busch in the postseason.
This is what the offense for the Cubs looked like in the first couple of months of the season. They spent 111 days in first place. Brad Murphy says home runs are thrown, not hit. That one was middle for Busch.
On the ground to short. Swanson is there. It'll be a winner-take-all Game 5 on Saturday as the series shifts back to Milwaukee. It's what you want as a baseball fan. If you don't have a dog in the fight, this is what it's all about. Makes his way out of the bullpen. And he hits a fly ball to right, but this is shallow. Sal Frelick charges in and makes the catch for the first out. 1-2, and Hoerner sticks the bat head out there. Frelick comes on to make the catch. Got him! And he pulls this one deep to left center, way back, and gone! The Brewers strike first in Game 5.
Listen, any game scoring first is important, but in a bullpen game, it's even more important because it allows the manager with the lead to put the pieces in place from the bullpen. We saw a lot of fastballs, a lot in the same place, up and out over the plate. Contreras missed the one prior, did not miss this one.
This second inning.
There's a fly ball to right center from Seiya Suzuki. Way back and gone! Tie game! Punch, counter punch. Chicago has tied it with one swing.
Seiya Suzuki was the National League Player of the Week in the last week of the season. He has taken that red hot and brought it right to the postseason. Second pitch he sees from Mizorowski, the home run.
Third homer of the postseason. 1-2 pitch. Swanson goes around. Chopper, weakly hit, third base side. Durbin fields, throws, got him!
Boy, that was a good play by Durbin. Came in on this so fast, but look at how he gets rid of the ball so quickly. That's what made the play. The exchange was so quick.
He gets half to go around.
He's had a lot of great moments. 11 no-hit innings to start his career. Makes the All-Star team, and now pitching in his second game in the division series.
And Vaughn with a drive. Left field, pretty deep. This ball is gone! Andrew Vaughn has vaulted the Brewers into the lead in Game 5.
He was pure magic when he joined the Brewers. When he first came up, it seemed like every single time they needed a big RBI, he got it.
Second homer of the series, and one of the biggest, if not the biggest, as a Brewer. And he strikes out.
Another dandy breaking ball from Mizorowski. This one a curveball.
Contreras, a bullet up the middle, caught by Hoerner. The throw to first in time to double up Churio. And the Gold Glover Nico Hoerner with an outstanding defensive play. He snags the line drive and gets the double play. 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Patrick gets out of the jam. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1-2 pitch. Got him! Chad Patrick keeps it a one-run game. And Terang drives one. Center field, way back there! Gone! Bryce Terang, his biggest swing as a Brewer. A huge homer in the 7th. And Milwaukee leads 3-1.
That ball hit 416 feet, 107 miles per hour exit velocity. And he knew right away.
Bryce Terang has his first career postseason homer. And Ballesteros pops this up. Left field and shallow. Churio is there. Hoerner smokes one to third. It's caught on a line by Durbin. 2 gone in the 8th. Tucker 0 for 3 tonight. And he grounds one to the right side. Terang is there. And we head to the bottom of the 8th as Suzuki flies one to left. Churiel underneath it. One gone. Ian Happ now. Uribe's 1-2. And Happ pokes this to right. Frelick makes the catch out of their final out. Carson Kelly grounded to short. Ortiz makes the play. Ball game over. The Brewers will play for the pennant.
Only last year, this team had a 2-run lead in the wild card series in the winner-take-all game, and it slipped away. Same lead here in the 9th, and they close it out for Pat Murphy's 9 with a simple ground ball to a tight defense that the Brewers have had all season long. They traded their closer, Devin Williams. They lost their all-star shortstop and Willie Adames, and they're going to play for the National League pennant.
The Milwaukee Brewers are on to the NLC.